Honorable Minister, Ma'am, respected Secretary Sir, dignitaries present here, good morning everyone. I am very happy to share some of the initiatives which Gujarat has taken in the startup activity. I'll give a brief overview, then I'll pass it on to Mr. Anupam Jalote, who is iCreate CEO, and he will give a brief presentation about iCreate. Just to give a background that my presentation will be covering few things which has been indicated by DIPP. Friends, you all know about the entrepreneur spirit of Gujarat. Just to give you one example, that in the MSME, we are very strong in MSME, and we have about 6 lakhs registered MSME in the sector, and I will place on record that because of initiative of Government of India, in Aadhaar, last 7 or 8 months, we have registered about 90,000 MSMEs in the state. That shows how the entrepreneurial spirit of Gujarat is happening, and with the easy forms and registration, the number has gone tremendously. From 6,000 or 7,000 in a year, it has gone to about 90,000 in a span of 7-8 months. So my compliments to Government of India on that account. Then I will just, as far as startup is concerned, we have, the oldest incubator of India is in Gujarat, that is CIE, which is funded years back by Government of India and by Government of Gujarat jointly. We also have the India's first venture finance limited, which is funded by Government of Gujarat, that is GVFL. It is working in Gujarat. We have iCreate, which was established in 2011 by Honorable CM at that time, and which is a unique center for incubation and innovation. It is developed on a PPP mode, and it looks after the entire nurturing in the startup ecosystem. We also announced our startup scheme in 2015 as part of our industrial policy. In the entire ecosystem, we have our scheme which is trying to bridge the gap in the entire value chain of a startup. We also have fund and equity through GVFL. Then we have different academic institutions and different nodal institutions. These are private center incubation centers. Right now there are 20 incubation centers in Gujarat, which through the entire chain we are trying to have to strengthen present ecosystem, and also to whatever gaps are there, we are trying to fill those gaps. Just to give a brief overview about our policy, in the policy we have, through our nodal institutions, we are selecting projects, and we are giving a lot of financial assistance. Any incubation center can be of academic institute assistance and mentoring facilities. And the financial support is given by Industries Department to the NIs, and ₹2 per project for development of for prototype development, for hiring services, because they do need a lot of services to hire for doing for the prototype development, for trials of their product. And then once the product is available, they also need to do some kind of marketing. We are giving another 10 lakh rupees for the marketing assistance. And after that, we have a 250 crore fund, startup fund, which is established in GVFL. Through that fund, we are giving the venture fund to these startups. And I would like to dwell here that not only we are seeing the entire value chain of startup, we are also linking it with our industrial policy, where the ones they come in the market, they are getting upfront 80% of the net VAT. They will be availing for the period of 5 years on their 70% on their capital investment. So we are trying to, so that the entire first 5 years and another 5 years, we are seeing that the entire, in their initial phase, when they suffer a lot of issues, their financial assistance and other things are taken care of by government. So I've just written the process, how we are trying to see that in the ease in which they are able to get the assistance. Though the process takes about 2 to 3 months, but we are giving advance money to the nodal institutions, so they are already scrutinizing the project. They are seeing which proposals are there, and from our advance money, they are already giving the sustenance allowance to the nodal institute, to the startups. Very recently, we have come out with a separate policy for IT and ITAs-based startup policy, and then there are two major components of that. One is that we are trying to give support to the incubation centers. So we are giving capital subsidy of 50% in the gross fixed capital investment up to 50 lakh rupees. And then we are also giving a mentoring services of another 5 lakh rupees per annum. And we are also giving assistance for procurement of software up to 1 crore rupees annually, which is a major feature. And for any startup, which if they are not coming even to the government, even to the nodal institution, if they are sitting at home, they are doing something, we are giving a lot of incentive to them also. And one of the major incentive I would like to mention here is that we are giving 25% of equity capital raised without any security up to 5 crore rupees. So suppose if they have already raised some capital from the market, they will be given 25% of that raised capital up to 5 crore rupees without any scrutiny by GVFL, and for that separate fund and separate budget provision has been made. Till now, under this policy, we have already approved 20 nodal institutions. Some of the nodal institutions are here also. They will be speaking about their success stories. We have already approved about 62 innovative projects have been approved. More than 200 innovative projects are already in the various stages of incubation in different stages. Some of the major ones which I would like to mention about, one project of Power Tree, where they are using, it's a multifunctional board which will change the landscape, urban landscape, and it is being used, it is using the solar technology, and it can be used it has a multifunctional uses where it can be used for Wi-Fi services, for charging facilities, and it can also be used as a bench facilities in various gardens. And then Torch it's a startup incubation. It is getting incubated in PDPU, which is a petroleum university, and it is focused towards visually impaired, where it guides. It's a handheld device which guides through vibration and sound. These are some of the notable startups which even before the policy we were very active, and these were funded by GVFL. Some example, Infochip, which has now emerged as a major company, Travel Yari, Aura, Infibm. These are success stories from Gujarat. As part of the best practice, we are now going to set up very shortly, in another 1 month's time, we are going to set up Startup Mission, which will be chaired by Honorable CM. And this mission will see overall development of the Gujarat startup ecosystem. It will also assist startups and incubators for procurement of funds, self-certification and compliances. It will also suggest policy measures and review performance of the startups. And it will also carry out annual review of all incubators in Gujarat and will report their performances. And it will also slowly, we are also seeing that there are a lot of disputes which are happening. We are trying to have a platform through which the disputes can be resolved. And this will also be having it will collaborate with the existing pillars in the ecosystem. And it will also manage Gujpreneur, which is a network of entrepreneurs of Gujarat. It has about 1,600 members right now, and it will create the major awareness in school, colleges, and academic institutions. Just to give you one example about the compliances in the labor as per Government of India startup policy, we have completely done away with we have simplified our forms, simplified the inspection forms, and we have made it totally transparent and put it on our web portal. As far as labor, all the self-certification for labor laws has been done, including in the major Factories Act and Minimum Wages Act that has been made done away with, and we are putting it on our web portal. And even in the environment, all the wide categories industries have been exempted from all environmental compliances. Even the green industry have also been given self-certification through web portal. Even the orange industry or category industry, they also have this facility of doing self-certification through third-party system. Only on 2 labor laws, we are just in a week's time, we will be coming out with the compliances on those things. So just I don't have much time, so I'm trying to rush it. We have CII's Incubation and Entrepreneurship Center. They are already here, so they are already doing a lot of work. It is the oldest incubator in India, and they are playing a major role in with us. They are also our NIs. iCreate will be given, separate presentation will be given. This project is totally funded by Government of Gujarat. We have set up a corpus fund of about 100 crore to see to it that their day-to-day activities are taken care of. We have 20 incubators. Another 20 are in the process of establishing. Some of the good practices that we came up with our industrial policy and startup scheme, which I have dealt on, we have separately laid budget of about 100 crores in our budget for startup activity. We have 250 crore startup fund through GVFL, where Government of Gujarat has given 75 crore rupees, creation of iCreate in 2012 to nurture startups based on PPP model. We have, iCreate has also given proposal to Government of India to playing major role in the startup scheme. Then I have mentioned about the 100 crore fund, and one of the major things which I would like to mention here is that it is very important for the incubation center to be managed well. For that, we have started doing a lot of training programs to enhance the capabilities of incubation managers. We have mandated that each and every incubator will be managed, will have a dedicated 2 incubation managers. So we have started doing this training with the help of CIIE, and we have had one round where about 50 incubators, 50 people had participated, and this way we are trying to create the entire chain for the incubation managers. We are going to launch our Gujarat startup portal very soon, ma'am, and it will also provide a lot of networking opportunities for startups and also angel investors and mentors. And we are going to have a startup summit in October, which will be a 3-day event based on the Vibrant Gujarat pattern. We are thinking of doing it every year, and this will be a platform where the incubators can showcase their product. It will have an exhibition. It will have a lot of networking opportunity. Plus, it will also be dwelling and discussion will happen on a lot of issues which concerns startup environment. And we are also taking a lot of help from private sector to harness their expertise in the whole. One major thing which we are right now focusing is that we realize that there is about 90% of the startup fail. And there is a phase which is called value of death, where about 90% of the startup fails because they are not able to reach to the venture fund stage. So it is this stage which we want to cover through the innovation fund. It will be totally on the grant base from 2 lakh rupees to 10 crore rupees. We are trying to give it as a grant to our Gujarat-based MSMEs or Gujarat-based startups, so that they are able to sustain after our initial funding and before venture capital fund comes in. It is this stage which they are facing problem because market is not yet ripe to give them to capital. So we are going to set up a 100 crore fund, and it is already in the advanced stage of discussion. Honorable CM has already given her consent to establish this. So this is going to be a major activity which I feel will be very essential for the startups. We have a CSR authority. 2 years back, we set up a separate CSR authority, and there we have taken up startup as a major activity where we are trying to take funds from the private companies and trying to pool it, trying to put it in the startup ecosystem. Ma'am, we have started in a very humble way, and we would like to play a major role, and we would like to see that, with our initiative, we can fulfill the objectives and ideals of Startup India program. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Yes, we are short of time, so I'll keep it very, very brief. iCreate has been started with great aspirations, with very, very clear objectives, and we'd like to summarize it by saying that we'd like to create it into the place to be. If you are in the field of management, IIM is the place to be. If technology is your field, IIT is the place to be. But if entrepreneuring is your space, whether you're an angel investor, whether you're a startup, whether you're a mentor, whether you're a technology provider, iCreate is the place to be for you. Our campus is now coming up. It should be ready in a couple of months' time, and we'll be moving in there. This is conceived of and run by entrepreneurs. So there's nothing theoretical about what we do. It's extremely practical. It's very, very live. there are a lot of challenges that real entrepreneurs face that cause the failure rate to be very high. We're identifying each and every one of those challenges and trying to plug that gap from the knowledge point of view, from the support point of view, from the funding point of view, from the mentoring point of view. So each and every practical aspect of entrepreneuring that a company goes through is what we support. We try to create a very rich environment where cross-fertilization of ideas can take place. A very international community is attempting to be created so that the best-in-class expertise from all over the world can come in. From prototyping to field trials, to financial modeling, to legal advice, to helping with market access, to training and grooming companies to become investor ready so that they can face investors, to actually fundraising, to expertise in building the organization that can scale and grow with their idea, branding expertise, selling and marketing expertise, all of these in one roof is what we are putting together so that our incubatees and anybody passing through us has the greatest chance of success. Very briefly, this is a model I'd like you to pay a little bit of attention to. When something starts with a big vision, with a desire to do a lot, we like you to focus on the green square at the bottom, to become a leading job creating engine for India using startups. So we are not talking about 1 or 2 jobs created or 100 or 200 startups created, but perhaps lakhs and lakhs of jobs. For that, we've got this model that says that we will engage very, very deeply with administration, with people who face real problems, real challenges. Once those real challenges are identified, then technology will be brought together to find technical solutions for those. Those solutions will then be incubated. They will be mentored so that they can scale multiple times, and then they will go to market. A very small example as a case to point is the PCO. The PCO was a technology that was created by experts, but it created lakhs and lakhs of jobs across the country. If one PCO can revolutionize the livelihoods of thousands of lakhs of families across the country, then imagine what 8 or 10 other PCO-like initiatives can do. That is a clear thrust and focus area of ours where we really want to get up. International collaborations, like I said, is very, very key to helping us get there, because on the technology curve, if you lag behind, then you're wasteful with your costs, with your resources. I'd like to, there's a lot of stuff that we keep doing. I won't bore you with the details. But I'd like to end by saying that if you're a mentor, an angel investor, a subject matter expert, an innovator, or a doer, iCreate welcomes you to come and collaborate. This is not a one-person journey. This is not a one-team journey. If India as a whole sees a vision, the more we collaborate, the more we share, the more we build together, the faster we'll get there. Thank you so much for your time and attention.